It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams fighting for one berth in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa. Let's do it. It's NFC Championship time. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26. Officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 29, Goff. He wants Reynolds way down. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 28.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Point the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a pass thrown out left to his running back. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch as...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jalen Samuels there to make the grab. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. As he gets it to the 30.
29, Darius.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Pick up on the play, and it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. A good target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Goff. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on first down. Akers, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At their 49-yard line.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. They'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
The 22-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rams 7, Seahawks nothing.
On first down, Akers. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Johnson on the
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open notice, Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
complete.
That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
And the Seahawks first.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
5-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a man's touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. His running back, Ice, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action now. Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Seattle.
Now Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 41 yards there, a first down.
And when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. Out of the gun. Gone. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Open man is Higby, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this one is right down the middle. And the route is on. It's 24-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Wilson. They'll find Metcalf. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head scheme going.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Top by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll go again here with Akers. Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Rams 24, Seahawks nothing.
They'll run on first down. Akers, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Akers. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run with Samuels. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them in contract.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
From the red zone now, Goff. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by David Moore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. This will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Goff on the keeper.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Goff on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and...
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.